As a new day begins,
Come on in. Come on in.
staff from 150 different professions across 105 departments are getting ready for the day ahead.
You're supposed to use water, lad, when you go in the shower, not just stand there looking at your belly. Come on then, move yourself then, because we want to get you done before Christmas, if possible. Go on, get in that shower.
Most of the patients here have problems caused by alcohol, making this one of the most challenging wards in the hospital.
Patients that have got damaged livers through alcohol, we're giving them the opportunity to start the healing process by putting them on a detox. There's no crocodiles, darling. No, you're not going out just yet, darling. Try and keep you safe. You're not safe, darling.
Every day, Jane and her team help alcoholics cope with the symptoms of withdrawal.
Get you on the bed now, come on. Sometimes they get really agitated and aggressive because it's like cold turkey at the end of the day. No, if you fall on the floor and you crack your skull and then create lots of paperwork for us. I like nursing patients like this. It's all for your own good. I know it could happen to all of us, so come on, let me help you. There you go. Snuggle up.
At 11 a.m, people start arriving from all over Derbyshire to visit loved ones at the hospital. And they all need somewhere to park.
Can you send somebody main entrance? Is getting a big queue there, the main entrance now.
With up to 3,000 visitors a day, the hospital depends on the car park team to keep the traffic flowing.
Yeah, can you both make your way back to the office, please? We can get gridlocked right up to the main road. We've got more people than we have spaces.
You're going out now? All right, okay. It's a big queue.
But sometimes the biggest problems are caused by the staff.
I've got a consultant. His car has rolled over the bank in 6A.
He's just touched his pedal. He's gone straight over.
We'll go see if we can get the tractor again, see if we can give it a bit of forwards on the road.
You can have a little chuckle, but not while they're looking. Put it after.
There we go.
The car parking team are not the only ones struggling to cope with the flow of people. With the number of patients increasing all the time, the busiest part of the hospital is A&E.
Been out drinking during the day today. He's come in this evening very agitated.
Consultant Dan is in charge of resus, where they deal with the most serious cases.
Part of the reason I've done this job is because it's varied, it's unpredictable, and I think it's also chosen me because my attention span is short, and I think most of my colleagues would agree with that, and most of my family would agree that I've got a relatively short attention span. If it's OK, we've got another patient coming in who's very unwell. We're going to have to move you to a different area for a couple of minutes. We're happy that you're nice and stable, and I'll come and see you very shortly. We can regularly get 30, 35 patients per hour. Anything can happen from a sprained finger to a car crash and multiple people dying. So it is a pressurised environment. If I said it wasn't scary, then I'd be lying. I'm quite tempted to hold off and just see. Okay. But we'll see how we...
More help as well. I think there's some...
Dan has received an emergency call about a 20-year-old patient who is on his way into resus. Michael has been unconscious and fitting for 50 minutes.
How you doing? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
He's lying on the sofa and he's had, around about 6:30, started with a partial seizure.
Yeah.
On arrival of the crew, which was around about 7 o'clock, he started having a full-blown tonic-clonic seizure. There's no trauma today. He's literally just been on the sofa.
Michael! Get ready for CT brain. Let's check his BM, make sure there's nothing else reversible.
Yes?
Might be that there's something happening within the brain itself that's not allowing him to regain consciousness. Bleeding the brain, that's absolutely life-threatening and life-changing. The other possibility is infection. I think the longer he remains unconscious, the more concerned we are with him.
Dan hurries Michael to have a CT scan of his brain.
The massive fear for me and the fear that I have from day to day and I'll go home at night is, have I missed anything? Have I missed something that will make that patient have a poor outcome? And that is a fear that we all have, and we'd be lying if we didn't.
So what happened then last night?
Oh, I was a bit confused. I didn't have a drink. I spent my mother's life. God struck me dead. God struck my mother dead. I didn't have a drink or nothing. My brother...
Last night, 47-year-old Zahir went missing from the ward for several hours.
To pick my clothes up, I got this tracksuit.
See, look at you now. You're like you've been on the bevy. You be safe. I don't know whether this patient, I don't know whether it's yours. Zahir? Yes. It's yours?
Yes.
Well, he's been playing up again in the night and is very drowsy.
If Zahir has been drinking, the doctors may refuse to carry on treating him.
Where's my breathalyzer? We're here to help. So it is a bit of a slap in the face when they know they've taken something. They'll try and get one over on us. But, I mean, they've got to get up early to get one over on me. You were acting strange. So what we're going to do is just do this breathalyzer. If you're clear, that's fine. We'll carry on with your treatment. But if it shows that you have had any alcohol, there may be the possibility that the doctors will say, right, go on, sling your hook off the ward. So are you happy for us to go ahead and do the breathalyzer test?
Yeah. Can you bring my something off?
Analysing. Done. Nothing. Take your mouth.
They are clear as can be.
Yeah,
So now we believe
no,
you.
if I go for a fact, you can always say...
We won't moan.
Yeah.
We'll let you off.
I'm concentrating now. I'm concentrating. I'm going to
Good
get
lad.
myself a job and I'm going to get myself a woman.
Oh,
So settle
just
down.
stick with the job. Because if you start fiddling about with women, you'll be back in here again. Eh? On the alcohol.
For most people, a visit to the hospital is a one-off event.
By the day from this afternoon, we'll have you out of bed walking around.
But patients who need regular treatment come here week in, week out.
I saw this Porsche advertised and I thought I'd go for it. So it puts a smile on my face, put it that way.
Every time you go with your keys to the car.
Every time.
In the chemotherapy suite, Caroline treats up to 16 cancer patients on every shift.
This environment is unique. It's the only place where you can get to know your patients really well. You really do get to chat and have the crack with them.
I can't wear a wig.
No.
Because I had one the very first time I had the chemo and it looked absolutely ridiculous. When I've got the wig on, if I turn my head, the wig would stop.
It goes with it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like the wig's there and I turn my head and my face is in the wig. Honestly, I look absolutely ridiculous.
6 years ago, Zoe was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. This is her third course of chemotherapy.
When I finish my chemotherapy, I always treat myself. I bought myself a Mulberry handbag.
Can we ask how much your bag was?
£1,000.
No way. £1,000?
It was £1,000.
You had things like that in Derby.
Oh, yes.
£1,000 ham?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Zoe has just one more chemo session to go before she finds out whether the treatment is working.
I've got plans for my next treat when I finish. So I'm going to have some Dewberry boots. Yeah.
I think it boosts her. It's giving you pleasure and another focus. Because their time might be shorter than ours. They live a full life as best they can.
Back Monday. Back Monday.
Michael, lift your arm up for me. Michael, lift your arm up for me.
In A&E, Michael is back from his CT scan.
Can you talk to me yet?
He's now been unconscious for 2 hours.
Can you talk to me? No major signs of any infection. He's got no bleeding around the brain and there's no fractures of his skull. A combination, we've got to give him a bit of medication.
Michael's family arrive, and after talking to them, Dan has the answer.
He's a 20-year-old with sort of history of heavy alcohol use and cannabis use during the day-to-day. He's had a good litre of spirits and a fair bit of beer as well. He's obviously drinking pretty heavily.
He gets all the money.
Can pack quite a bit away.
70-year-old eat a bottle of Bacardi on his own meat.
Really? Michael, can you hear me? Put your hands up if you can hear me. Put your hand up if you can hear me. Good man. And it's now going to take a little bit of time for him to wake up and come round. He'll be an overnight. Okay. Yeah, yeah. There were definitely a range of possible diagnoses which were life-threatening for him. And part of our thinking is to really start to rule those out very early and work our way down to a level where we're happy. And that took quite a while with him. Yeah, he's apparently, they've just heard he's drunk about 1 litre of Polish vodka that's imported with, that's homemade in Poland, that there's a load of warning signs for not drinking because it's potentially quite dangerous. Oh dear. So he may have some learning points. Alcohol is a massive cause of presenting to the emergency department. It's so available and it's very, very addictive and it's very, very hard to get off. The complications, both health and social, of alcohol are massive.
Right. Bye. Love you. Love you. Love you. See you tomorrow.
10% of all patients in the hospital are here because of an illness or an injury caused by alcohol.
Oh. Oh. It's a bit of whiskey. Who's this?
Roommates.
Who's brought that in for him?
I think they just found it in his luggage.
What's this, young man? I know you've not touched it and we're going to take this away from you now. Because we can't have this kind of thing on the ward, can we? Bless. He brought it in.
On the liver ward, Jane is doing the drugs round.
Right then, chaps, let's get cracking. Oh, it's your birthday today. Yeah. Oh, congratulations. 51
today.
51. Mind you, I'm only 30.
3 days ago, James was brought to the hospital when he collapsed after binge drinking.
There we go then, chicken.
Thank you, my lovely.
We'll get you in that shower again because your feet are humming a bit, aren't they? Yeah. You go off here looking like a film star. Right, that's you done then, birthday boy. Have you got anybody coming in to see you today? No?
Got nobody.
I've always liked shaving. And that's why I always said I'd love to have a go with the cutthroat, you know. James was quite bad when he came in. He'd not had a bath, shower or anything for weeks. That's what you've got to do, is try and keep on top of things, haven't you? What kind of dog is it you've got, then? Is it a collie?
Border collie,
Yeah. I've got a collie cross, and she's 15 now.
Blimey.
Yeah, mind you, she's about knackered.
Mine's 12 and a half, so she might have a couple of years.
I think, yeah. I think he's very lonely, and I think this is the problem with a lot of our patients. When somebody does show them that kindness, it does affect them, because that's the real person you're getting to. There you are. Here you are, Carol, look at this.
Oh, my word.
Hey, all right?
I don't recognise myself.
When you go home, your mates will think, oh, my God.
I look like Keith Lemon. About a year ago, my mum died. So obviously it hit me pretty hard.
couldn't look after myself or my dog. See, I'm at a quandary at the moment, whether to give up or try again. And hopefully they're trying to make me try again.
There's nothing for you to worry about whilst you're in here with us. Hey? You're amongst friends.
I know that, sweetheart, thank you.
There you go, sugar.
Caring for patients isn't just down to the nurses. One of the most important departments in the hospital has nothing to do with medicine.
Did you have a look at your menu of what you'd like for your lunch?
Jacket potato with tuna.
OK, thank you very much.
Lunch orders from all 45 wards in the hospital are sent to the basement, where a team of caterers prepare the meals.
Today we've got fish and chips, we've got sandwiches, we've got the puddings, that's great.
Paul has worked in the hospital for 4 years. Every lunchtime, he and his team prepare and distribute hundreds of hot meals, salads and sandwiches.
The hospital has got corridors which stretch for a marathon. So you're talking the 28 miles. I can't tell you how many miles I actually do personally because I've never had a pedometer put on me.
In chemotherapy, today's sandwiches are getting mixed reviews.
When you've had chemo, everything tastes awful.
Horrible, weren't they?
Were they horrible? What was the matter with the rolls?
They were like doorstops.
They were like doorstops. There's no butter, it's just bread. Maybe the person that made them this morning was having a bad day. Yeah. It's Monday. Probably had it every night last night.
Got to help them by Friday, then.
But I will feed back to the lovely management.
Paul thinks he has the solution.
This currently is what you get in.
Yeah, the cheese roll.
A cheese roll. It has tomato on it.
Yes.
But I've been working to change that because I understand that the tomato gets discarded and they only use the cheese.
Yeah, the tomato was too acidic.
So we've been working then on a plain sandwich, right? So it's just a plain cheese. So as from next week, we will be going live with a sandwich.
Rita, what's the verdict on the cheese sandwich?
Not too bad.
Good? Excellent.
Sounds like you're going into early labour, darling. Hello, birth centre, it's Liz. I've got one on the line already, I can't take another one.
Every day, more than 200 new patients need a bed somewhere in the hospital, and finding space for them all is a constant challenge.
We seem to not have made enough discharges this morning, so they're full and they've got a patient in ED that needs to come in.
With new patients flooding in 24 hours a day, the pressure on A&E is particularly intense.
Can't send you home at the minute.
No.
You're not well enough.
No.
You know you're not well enough, don't you?
No.
Is there a patient to be seen?
Yes, there is.
Our majors area is 14 cubicles, and every cubicle is double parked. It's all happening here, isn't it? The volume of patients is our biggest challenge in emergency medicine. You can look on the computer and see there's another 15, 20 or 30 coming in an hour, and if you know the numbers that are coming in, we haven't got the amount of staffing and the amount of resource to manage them, then that becomes very stressful. So we've had 330 patients through already. We've currently got 6 patients waiting to be seen. Okay. It's okay, don't worry. Oh, just relax. Pads on, please, pads on, please. Pads on, pads on.
After coming in with a heart problem, 65-year-old Eric has gone into cardiac arrest.
And some adrenaline, please. Just bring that down for me.
In A&E, consultant Dan is doing CPR to try and restart Eric's heart.
LMA.
Okay, and just rhythm check. Okay, and we'll shock. Yep.
Have you got a pulse?
Okay, just relax, well done. Just monitoring back through the pads if we can. Okay. Just relax, that's a male understatement. Just relax for me. Take your time. What you're doing absolutely fine, okay? And we'll look after you and get you better, all right? Any pains in the chest now? Just to alleviate the fear of your other half, I'm gonna have a quick, very, very quick chat to her, okay? Just to tell you you're okay. It's okay, don't worry, it's just relax, it's fine.
Have I lost him?
No, he's back. You can come back in if you want to come and see him.
I'm going to lose him, aren't I?
You're not going to lose him. We'll look after him, I promise you. He's talking to you, he's sat up, he's laughing and joking.
He's just had a cob because he was hungry.
It's all right. I'll have a cob in a minute as well, if I can. Well then, let's go. We're not dancing yet. I can't dance. I'm rubbish.
I'll teach you.
You can teach me if you want to in a minute. I've got 2 left feet. I'll be used to it.
Go on, tell me off, right?
He was actually quite lucky. For that 90 seconds, he died. Restarting someone's heart and getting them back to life, that should affect you. My dad's had various heart problems, and that could easily have been him. Yeah.
Back with you now.
Okay, all right, well done. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, we'll see you in a bit as well. But I think the minute it didn't affect me would be the time I'd be thinking I'm doing the wrong job. His heart went into a funny rhythm, and we've had to restart the heart. But he had a good minute and a half of CPR and a shock, and his poor wife. He'll be absolutely fine.
To recover?
He will recover. No, I can never say completely, but he's doing absolutely fine. I promise you.
Thank you.
Okay, you look after him.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Don't cause any trouble on the ward. Be good. Take care. See you later.
Zoe Summers.
Hi, Caroline. Hiya.
In chemotherapy, Zoe has come for her final treatment.
Who's this you got with you?
Yeah, this is Leon.
Oh, pleased to meet you. What relationship are you? Not a boyfriend, is it? Oh, he's a son.
Sorry, boy.
Right, follow me. Go to B2. All right. All right.
Yeah.
You're deep breathing now.
Yeah. Warm, isn't it?
Think about shopping.
Yes. Yeah, what shall we buy?
When I was first diagnosed with the ovarian cancer, they said to me, have you got anything planned in the next 6 weeks? And I said, yeah, my son's getting married. And they said, well, you won't be able to go. Bit sad, really.
Yeah. Still bothers me.
But I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I sent a speech, didn't tell anybody. Sent a speech with the best man, and I started with it, hello, my little soldier. And that was it then.
Did you always used to call him that?
Yeah,
Still
do.
That was it then. Tears. Tears everywhere. Yeah.
But now I say to them when they start crying, don't cry, don't cry. We've got to be positive, not negative. You know, they just go to pieces.
Do they?
Yeah.
And how does that affect you?
That's why I tell them.
Stop it.
Yes, you must stop it because, you know, I'm all right, I'm being cared for, looked after. So you've got to be strong for me.
Over the last 2 years, Zoe's cancer has spread. Chemo is her only hope of fighting it, but there's no guarantee the treatment will work.
Got them all sorted if anything happens to me, you know. They've all got their little part to do.
So you've sorted your funeral?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's all sorted, yeah.
Wow. Did you know all about this?
No, I didn't.
How does that make you feel?
Pretty sad. Because it's real, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just don't want to think about it.
It does affect me. When I see them struggling, I want to cry. And I think, I'm not going to cry. I will not cry because I'm not helping them. The best way to be with the patient is supportive. We just do tender love and care. That's the best way.
You never know
You know.
what's going to happen next, do you?
No. I'm having my scan to tell me how things are going, and then I get the results.
I'd like to know how you got on. Would you come and tell me?
Yeah, of course I will.
OK, Zoe, all the best.
Thanks
Bye,
for everything,
Zoe.
Caroline.
Yeah.
Thanks for all your help and support. Can't do it without all of you lot.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Your mother's amazing.
As night falls, across the hospital, life goes on. From beginning
She's well into having this baby.
to end. Until 6 a.m, when staff on the day shift start to return.
I usually get up round about 4 o'clock, 4:15. I just take my time, just get myself calmed down, ready for the day. Make sure that my wrinkles are all in place, like, you know. That's why I get up early, I think, because it takes longer these days for the wrinkles to sort of soften out.
Jane has worked in the NHS for 40 years. 10 years ago, she took charge of the liver ward.
I chose to work on this ward a few years back, and it was like I knew straight away that's where I belonged. We'll just have the windows open just for a few minutes, just to get some fresh air in, because it always smells of blooming armpits on the men's bay. Eh? You just wash yours. That's what I like to hear.
Are you Frankie, Miss Sue Doctor? How do I know you?
This is your doctor. Don't you recognise her?
I do, not with... she's got different clothes on, probably.
Zahir has been on the ward for 6 days.
Where is he?
Come on, you gave me there enough.
And he's almost finished his detox.
Tell him I understood every word he said.
Sorry, nurse?
I can understand every word you said.
I'm talking to my mum.
Yes, I can understand what you're saying.
I'm talking to my mum.
Hurry up. The patients allowed you to have the banter. You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I'm sorry, nurse. I swear, I'm
No, I'm only having you on, darling.
I did not mention no lady or nothing here.
Careful with that needle in your arm.
Yes, I will do.
Remember, it's there.
Yes.
Don't want patients, not all the time, where you've got to be so, you know, politically correct. Some of them can misbehave and you have to threaten them with the backhander, but they respond well to that kind of behaviour. Oh, my Lord. Who is it? Eh? Have you come visiting?
Glory to the newborn King.
Are you going off the ward now?
Yes, Mum.
Go on, then. Eh? And stay away from that pub. Get out there, man. Eh?
Yes, Mum.
Just escorted him off,
And it's not aggressive or anything. I mean, we very rarely need security because the staff know how to handle a lot of them, so it makes it a lot nicer.
But if the medical staff do need help, the security team is just a phone call away.
Security to car parking, you're receiving over. Is everything all right there?
Across the hospital, 130 cameras keep watch on the day's events.
She was going home, she reversed, and she's caught the post. She didn't think there was much damage, she just thought she scraped it. But now it's not moving at all.
Yeah, roger that, received over, cheers.
Nature of our job, every department, all over the hospital. You could be here, there and everywhere. That's a good part about the job, though, because it's no 2 days are the same.
After 10 years on the job, the boys are on good terms with their regular customers.
The lady, I said, look, normally I'd just kick off and go mad and get arrested. I said, and that's not...
And you're not going to do that, because I'm working.
Yeah, we know him. We're on first-name terms.
Don't give him any grief, otherwise I'll get cold.
When hospital safety is at stake, there's no job too big for the security team.
I mean, recently we had these pissed-up kids that were creating a riot scene. Foul language, threats. They weren't very nice to you, were they?
Nah, I didn't like it because I was bald-headed.
Stephen, go ahead.
The boys have been called to A&E to help with the patient.
You have to weigh each incident up on its own merits.
Yeah.
You can't go in there thinking, this is how it's going to act, this is how it's going to unfold.
That's it. Good man. Good man. I do know. Have you all right?
Me, we've met a few times.
Yeah. I love you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Let my wife hear you say that.
They could be kicking off because they're scared. Might be confused, might have a head injury.
She was going in and out of aggressive.
Yeah, you got them. Fuck off.
We're trying to help you. We're not here to hurt you.
You know us. We've met a few times, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah.
So calm down then.
Yeah, just relax.
Yeah. We're going to leave you now.
Yeah, I'll be here anyway. Okay? Yeah.
With the patient calmed down, the boys can return to base.
You're slowing down.
Come on, young one. I was married once, you know.
You was?
I was.
Get
One
out.
to Angie. Yeah.
What was it?
All of 6 months.
What, to Jamie's dad?
No.
For 6 months?
Yes.
Come
and
on.
I would never have a man have any kind of
hold over you.
hold
No,
over
I'm not
me
like
ever
that.
Again. I've had my romantic days. They're in my memory now.
Oh, bless you.
I don't mind having them as friends and that, you know.
What, with benefits?
I mean, since that, yes, well, that's what I used to do, you know. It's quite nice. I'd
Yeah.
just phone my friend up and say, do you fancy a drink?
Excuse me.
On the liver ward, 8 days after being admitted, James has finished his alcohol detox.
So the liaison team have seen him and psychiatry, but they feel that he can now go home.
Excellent.
So I'm going to ask the dietitian to see him because he's at risk of self-neglect still.
I mean, he's eating everything you put in front of him
Yeah.
whilst he's been here, hasn't he? So whether when he gets home he'll just not bother again, I don't know. James, now then, the doctors have said we're looking to kick you out then soon.
Yeah. As long as I can get some support when I get
When you
home.
go out, but you must turn up at the appointments. No letting me down, eh? I don't want you to come back in here looking like Father Christmas again, do we? Eh?
Yeah.
So, you know, and if ever you do get upset, and did you phone the ward?
We've got to keep trying, haven't we?
You haven't? You've got to think of that old dog and all, haven't you?
I've got some hope now.
Are you filling up, are you? Eh, you big soft lad? Eh? Give us a hug. Eh? You've done really well. Hmm?
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't be letting me down now.
I'll try not to.
All right? All right, sugar?
Cheers, love. Thank
Thanks
you.
a
Bye.
lot, James.
Take care of yourself, then.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Okay.
Cheers.
All right, bye.
When they're up, walking, ready for home, that is it for me. I fill up. When, you know, they're hugging you and thanking you, there's no better reward, really. And that's when you go home and you think, yes, we've done well there.
You're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
Today, Zoe is going to find out whether her cancer has responded to the chemotherapy.
We don't know if it's worked or not, the chemo, and you don't know which way it's going to go. Cardinal rule is you must never, ever, ever take away hope from a cancer patient. Never. There's always hope.
Oh,
Hi, Zoe. Hi,
Hi, Caroline.
How are you?
I've not been very well.
Oh.
No, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah, it's took a long time to get better this time after the last chemo.
What was wrong with you?
My breathing. My chest was really bad, the breathing. Like pins and needles. It's a funny thing, because when you breathe, that's when the pain starts. But I just keep thinking it's the bone marrow that's working.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Positive thinking is great.
Yeah.
I've been a bit worried this time. I've not really told you, have I?
No.
But it's been on my mind a bit more than normal. I think the more times you come, I don't know, you sort of...
The worse it gets.
Well, yeah, the worse it gets. And you think, how many times are we going to have good news?
I'm going to hang about and
Oh, thank you.
see what
Yeah.
the results are.
Yeah. Oh, thanks,
I'm
Caroline.
very,
That's good
I'm
of
very,
you. Yeah,
very,
it'll be all right. It'll be
keen
all
to see
right.
how you get on.
Yeah.
Were you worried about a
Just a
chest?
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, this is
that's
it.
you, Zoe.
Right, well, this is it. Come on. I'll see you later. I'll be fine. Don't worry. Positive thinking. See you later, Caroline.
See you later.
Bye. Hello.
When I'm waiting for patients' results, I do have anxiety because I want to know if they're positive or negative to brace myself. Be really upset for all the family, particularly, you know, Leon. He adores his mother. You know, if Zoe gets bad news today, I'm ready to help her.
Caroline is waiting to hear the results of Zoe's scan to find out whether her chemotherapy has worked.
Let's get out of here.
Hiya.
Zoe, hi, how are you?
Brilliant news.
Brilliant news!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, it was just fabulous. Everything. Oh, thank you, Doc. Yeah, everything has shrunk.
Everything's shrunk.
Everything's shrunk, yeah. And can't believe it.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Okay.
Even if it was stable, it's you know, positive news.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
shrunk right down and one bit's disappeared.
Yeah, you stop worrying, don't you?
Yeah.
Sat in traffic worrying about your mum.
Oh, bless. I'm just over the moon. You know, today it's just going to be a lovely day.
And will your hair grow back now?
I can
Yeah,
see
it's just
it now.
starting to come
Feels
back.
lovely.
When it grows, we'll be stuck together like Velcro. Right, look. Oh, thank you. And I'll see you in 3 months' time.
Yes.
Fabulous.
You learn that cancer patients feel privileged to be alive every day, and we should be too. I've started to look at sunsets in the sky and the trees and the seasons, appreciating the small things in life. I'm 54 this September, and then next year I'm retiring at 55. And start having a wonderful life.
Tonight, the hospital is holding an awards ceremony to celebrate staff who have worked in the NHS for 40 years.
I can remember when I first started in the health service, people who qualified for long service awards were old. And now you're not.
Are you going to go?
I'm not going.
Why not?
Because it ain't my scene, is it?
Oh, come on.
I ain't going. The thing is, Carl, you don't need a blooming certificate just to say you've been working for the NHS 40 years. I can draw my own blooming certificate. I don't need a certificate, though. It's silly, isn't it, really?
Even if she won the lottery, I don't think she'd retire. This is Jane's life. This is her baby. She lives here. She may as well move her bed in.
Apart from that, you'll have some right old fuddy-duddies. And I know, like, I'm old myself, but I ain't nothing like some of them.
Well done.
Is in room 7, is that right? Yeah. Where's room 7? Just up here on the... Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
In cardiology, Dan has come to check on Eric, the patient he resuscitated in A&E.
Hello. How are you doing? Good.
I got a pacemaker from bottom through, and put a proper pacemaker in tomorrow.
It's all a bit shock, isn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. I don't understand why somebody was on my chest, you know.
Well, funny enough, actually, I saw you. You kind of had signs of life, and I could see you thinking, right, what's he doing to me? What's a complete weirdo doing in the middle of the hospital? What's going on there? Don't underestimate the kind of psychological bit of what's happened. So you can feel, you know, that kind of awareness of mortality. Just that can make you feel a bit funny for a bit, can't it? Really, I think once you've got your head around what's happened and you're back at home, you need to get back to life as quick as you can, don't you?
Yeah,
back to,
right,
to normality for you, and try not to change the things you're doing, really.
He promises that if we can go away on holiday, he's going to treat me. Thanks to you.
Hey, pleasure.
Yeah.
Look after yourself. Don't cause any trouble.
Thank you so much for your
Pleasure.
help.
Good to meet you as well. All right, take care.
And you. Sorry.
Take care.
And you.
See you
Take
later.
care. Thank you. Bye.
From a minute and a half of work, he could well have hopefully 20 or 30 years of life.
An awful lot.
To see the gratitude of the family and friends, and most importantly him, that's why we do the job, I think. If you can find a job that's almost a vocation rather than a career, and that you leave each day thinking you've done a good job, then you've kind of cracked half your life, I think.
A lot of people will say, oh, it's sad, you know, that I spend a lot of time here. I don't think it's sad. I enjoy the company here, I enjoy having the laugh. And, yeah, I mean, sometimes at home it can be lonely. It is like family.
There are 1,200 toilets and 4,000 sinks dotted around the Royal Derby Hospital.
Smells delightful.
Martin and John are part of the maintenance crew, employed to make them operational again whenever there's a blockage.
It's usually the covers off shavers, gent shavers, plastic teaspoons, grapes, believe it or not. Makes one hell of a mess. Yeah, look. Yeah.
Sharing the facilities is Susie, who is getting ready for a morning shift in A&E.
On there like that. Right. When you're ready. Try that. Not very nice, but... Yeah, I've got it, John.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a bit of both, actually.
Oh. But keeping the sinks free-flowing isn't the only thing the boys do around here.
Helicopter inbound. 1 patient, 3 crew.
Fire and rescue received, en route.
They're also the helicopter fire and rescue crew.
The adrenaline kicks in when that bleep goes off. We have to be up there because the helicopter can't land until we are actually up there. If we aren't there, it has to hover. I'll do the valves. You do the doors. I'll do the door. You've always got to be focused. As quickly as that helicopter gets down, we can get the patients onto the trolley and down into A&E. Oh, it's still corridor, yeah.
Martin runs down to seal the corridor to A&E.
Can I just ask you to wait there a minute, mate, please?
Once the patient is delivered into the hands of the emergency doctors, it's back to the sinks for the boys.
Whew.
In A&E, Susie is the consultant in charge. She'll have an overall responsibility for about 350 patients treated here today.
It's just completely relentless. Got no control about who comes through the doors. Sometimes we have difficulty getting patients out. All I do all day is come to work and make decisions.
Right, who am I going into battle with now?
It's a patient with a history of violence.
Chill out.
And Susie must decide the safest way to insert a drip.
Don't start doing that. You'll send him bother, won't you? Calm down. Oi! Well, you should do, shouldn't you?
Oh, for goodness sake. Less wriggling. I need to exude confidence. The patients need it, the nurses need it, the junior staff need it.
Keep still, or you're going to hurt yourself. Keep still. You're going to hurt yourself, mate. Keep very, very still.
We like a moving target, don't we, Craig? Not moaning. It's one of those days where everything is going to be difficult. So,
I do apologise.
it's not your fault on this occasion. Audrey.
What's the plan then, Susie, for you to ring them or...?
In a minute. I've got two things on the go at the minute. Let me sort out Mr. trying to bleed to death, and then we'll sort out him, because he's not going anywhere.
Do you want us to go wait in their reception desk?
I suggest a cup of tea,
Right.
because he's not going anywhere, is he? All right? Thanks for your help earlier on. We couldn't have done it without you.
Anytime.
Here we go, Margaret. 1 cup of tea for you, darling.
That's lovely.
There you go, sweet pea. All right. Good. Enjoy, my darling. I just love patients on the ward. Absolutely love them. Did you sleep all right, Ali? Yeah. Good, good, good. There we go, sweetheart.
Up on the 4th floor, housekeeper Colette is in charge of keeping patients fed and watered.
Right. Put my stuff away.
She's like the landlady of the ward.
Hope you're not making a mess of my kitchen, Doc. Good morning, darling.
I ever made a mess?
Oh, morning, Doc. How are you, darling?
Very good, thank you.
I love the shirt.
You like it?
Yeah, suits you. Very much so, Doc. Absolutely. Love it. I always say that to him. He's such a lovely Doc. Can't help myself. Can't help myself. Beryl.
Yes, thank you.
Toast and marmalade. There you go, my sweet. There you go, darling.
Can I have a knife?
You want a knife, darling? I'll go and get you one, sweetie. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was cutting off.
This is one of several wards dedicated to the care of an ever-growing number of elderly patients.
Thank you.
Put your glasses on, yeah? Good man.
Okay.
All right? Yeah?
No, that...
Colette and colleagues, like Sarah, also see talking as a key part of their job, encouraging those on the ward to reminisce.
What do you think to my tattoos, Beryl? Do you like them? Oh.
No, not really. Well, you asked me.
Well, yeah.
In my generation, we didn't do them. We didn't have them.
No.
Not to my idea, anyway.
What sort of people did?
Yobbos.
I get so attached to some of the ladies on the ward because they remind me of what happened 6 years ago. Me and my sisters, we lost our mum. So just have to get over it and get on with it. But it is hard sometimes. It's really very hard sometimes. But you just get on with it. Miss her like crazy, but hey.
Last bit, Margaret. Do you enjoy me doing your hair, Margaret?
Oh, yes, I like being twiddled around. Yes. It's really lovely.
Oh, I'm glad.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you.
It's all right.
The Royal Derby has 51 clinical departments. They deal with anything from a routine X-ray to a critical emergency. Over 2,500 people a day are treated as outpatients, with over 1,000 needing a bed overnight.
Hello, Nightingale Macmillan Unit, how can I help?
In the Macmillan unit, Venkat is meeting one of the newest inpatients.
I hope you like my cup of tea.
Yeah, that'll be fine, thank you.
A few days ago, Glyn was diagnosed with a tumour above one of his lungs.
And how are you this morning?
Good, I think. Slept better again, which is good.
We don't know how you will respond to the treatment. unless you start having the treatment.
Sure.
And that remains to be seen. Time will tell. If the treatment has the desired effect, you're likely to get back doing what you were doing earlier on. We want to remain optimistic.
I think today it sort of started the radiotherapy, so it's sort of started the unknown today, I think, isn't it? And I am optimistic, because if I can beat it, I'll beat it.
Last week, when he was admitted to the unit, he was in a lot of pain, and now his symptoms are better. He's certainly mobilizing better, his pain's better, and he's starting to talk more about what his future is now. So, and that's a positive way. We made an impact, and this is not end of life, and this is quite early in the diagnosis.
Glyn's wife, Dawn, has moved into his room to help out during the first few days of his treatment.
The improvements that I've made since last Tuesday are really unrecognisable, aren't they?
Mm. Yeah.
In fact, it's been absolutely fantastic, really. We won't get the better of me, absolutely not.
No.
I'll be coming out the other side, there's no doubt about that whatsoever.
We'll fight it all the way.
I'll fight it all the way.
And then we'll get you home.
And then get off home. It'd be nice to get back and see the doggies. Missing my doggies now a little bit.
Yeah, little monkeys.
A couple more days at the most.
With the approach of midday, Susie is halfway through her shift in A&E.
So we've gone from one patient to another patient to another patient. We have an enormous pressure, and the book stops with me.
3, 2, 1, go. Thank you. Can I have a fresh gown, please?
With no sign of things slowing down, a patient is rushed in who has lost a large amount of blood. He is unresponsive.
Right, so we'll get you sorted.
My name is Susie. I'm a doctor. Sharp scratch just at the moment in your arm, because we need to give you some fluid and make sure that you're safe. I think you've lost quite a lot of blood. My role is to make decisions. Decision after decision after decision. Every now and again, you think, did I get it right? When that little bit of self-doubt starts to creep in, you actually feel that you're some sort of fraud, and at any minute somebody's going to find out. So my bottom line thinking is I'm a useless doctor. But do you know what? I'd still prefer that than be an arrogant little shit.
How are you feeling now, John?
I feel a bit better now, yeah.
Bless you.
Oh, good.
Susie has stopped a potentially life-threatening hemorrhage.
You're going to have a bit of washing to do. Blood on your boobs.
It's everywhere in my flat.
In your flat? Oh, bless you.
The thousands of people passing through the hospital every day can unwittingly bring their own threat.
They're not working in here. Oh, we're all in darkness.
Debbie and her hygiene crew have a short time to spot-check the cleanliness of theatres before the day's operations begin. Stopping the spread of superbugs is so important that the hygiene team have the power to shut down a theatre if it doesn't meet their high standards.
That's fine. Good.
I'm just going to do the floor. Yeah?
OK, I'm just going to go into the...
The edges are OK, so I'll just check the middle. Check under everywhere. So, hopefully there should be nothing on me. Nothing. Spotless part, well done. Right, doing here then. Wash my hands.
In one of the orthopaedic theatres, Julie is deep cleaning in preparation for the knee and hip operations in a few hours.
This is where the magic's created in here. And obviously my job is to keep everything under control with regards to all the dirt and all the bacteria, and any dust would be fatal falling from any of these lights. I mean, the surgeons here, they're just ultimately, they're gods, aren't they? I mean, we're just mere mortals here, aren't we? I bow as they go past in the corridor.
Orthopaedic surgeon Arthur is operating on 4 patients today.
How are you? Good, good, good. Are you all set to go?
First on his list is Mr. Desange, who is having a knee replacement.
As part of the service today, we give you a free shave as well. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, don't wash this off, Dev, will you?
No.
Well, I'll go get my pyjamas on.
Thank you.
See you in a bit.
See you later.
Okay.
As one of the hospital's most reputable surgeons, Arthur prides himself on the personal touch.
Okay, right. I'll go get my hands washed. I'll see you in there, all right? Well done, Dev.
He believes a relaxed atmosphere is the key to his success.
Let's get it on. Jesse, what a tune. Let's get it on. Oh, yes. Ben, your line. You? Sensitive people. The whole theatre atmosphere, as far as I'm concerned, is quite purposefully engineered. I don't think people perform terribly well in the height of stress. And I think that's one way, whether it be by music or, you know, the jocular conversations, that's just a way of keeping the theatre atmosphere fairly low-key, whilst concentrating on a technical exercise, which is this knee replacement.
Giving yourself to me, you'll never be wrong. If the love is true.
I've been a consultant now for over 10 years, and you build an eclectic taste. The group team favourite? A big dose of Detroit Motown. We love a bit of that. Keeps me and my staff on a plane where they're not stressed at the outset. If they're not stressed, there's always another place which you can move into of extra focus, should you need to. So, left total knee replacement.
Yeah, if we could put that in, please. Left total knee replacement, Genesis 2.
Done. Well done, Dev.
Thank you.
All done. The fact you couldn't straighten your leg, it can now go straight, and it's now straight up and down. You've lost a bit of that bow in your knee as well.
Thank you.
All right? Well done. OK. Morning. Smile. Come on. Everybody in those hospital beds is somebody else's mother, grandmother, sister, whatever. And you can look at an X-ray and see broken bones or degenerate hips, but you can't fail to appreciate the fact that that is someone's relative.
2 floors down, in the basement, Glyn is about to begin radiotherapy treatment in an effort to shrink the tumour above one of his lungs.
You put weight on while I've been away.
Right by his side, for support, is his wife, Dawn.
Managed to cut right down on the sickies, so that's a plus. The ultimate goal is obviously give them up and pack them up for good. Dawn's never ever smoked in her life. Me and Dawn grew up together. We've been together since we were 15. We met through being in carnival bands, marching bands.
We started off as best friends. Became friends in the band and became very, very good friends, and then progressed from there. And you plucked up the courage to ask me.
But we just had a lot in common from day one, I suppose. Dawn was pregnant when she was 16. That always moves the relationship along a little bit, and that's it. We've been together ever since. Never been able to shake her off.
Going into that, you do.
Realised she was onto a good thing, didn't you, Dawn?
I did.
Venkat will be monitoring Glyn's progress closely.
The proposed treatment for Glyn is radiotherapy.
Hello, you all right?
We have a good proportion of our patients who are here to manage their symptoms, and then we get them home.
Hello, how are you?
All right, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
We just don't know if it's going to work, but we have to try.
Just go straight down there, that's fine.
that all right there?
What's that?
You okay like that?
I'm fine.
OK then, Glenn. Off we go.
It does make me think about my own mortality. I'm 45 years of age. You think about everybody else and, you know, the wife and the kids and the impact that it's going to have on them. They've got to go through it with you, which can't be an easy thing.
Venkat should soon receive the first test results to determine how well Glyn is responding to treatment. Up on the second floor, Martin and John are back on maintenance duty, keeping the hospital ticking over.
Hi, boys.
All right?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you, sweetheart.
Hi, Ben, you all right? Hi, Ben. How's things?
Nice to see you.
And you? No, it's good.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. The bird's a winner, well, a bird, bird, bird. Bird is a winner, well, a bird, bird. Going up.
There has never been a helicopter crash at the Royal Derby Hospital, but that doesn't stop the fire and rescue crew from going through their paces. The two large cannons, fed from a 10,000-litre water tank, need regular testing.
Everything functioning OK my side. How about yours?
Perfect here.
How about you?
Everything's
All good?
A-OK.
Marvellous. Just checking the lights, make sure everything's fixed as it should be. The last thing you want is one of these things coming off and flying towards you. Hey, can you remember that day?
Yeah.
5 in a day. Road traffic accident.
One was an horse rider.
No, 2 horse riders.
The gentleman who was cutting his conifer trees with a chainsaw.
Chainsaw man, which is another favourite.
Mm.
This is the most important bit of kit for us. This is the beeper, through which we are contacted.
It's also linked to the hen party do's, where he goes as John Boy, the stripper.
Yeah. Marvellous.
But Martin and John are not the only ones with work to do on the helipad. Lloyd the Hawk is the hospital's official pigeon chaser and one of its most unexpected lifesavers.
There's some birds over there. Yeah, those pigeons have disappeared now. That's it. Lloyd done good. Yeah, good lad.
By making sure the rooftops stay bird-free, he keeps the helicopters and fire and rescue teams safe.
Beautiful.
Pigeons could go into the rotors. That could cause problems with the helicopter itself. Generally, to make sure that when the air ambulance does come in, that it's not. There's no danger of the pigeons interfering with the landing and the taking off of the helicopter. There's about 100 pigeons here at the moment. If you left them to their own devices, you know, they'd be overrun with them. There'd be thousands here. But this is the only natural way to get rid of them. Yeah, yeah. Do some work, you get some food, Lloyd.
He's loving it.
He is. Lloyd! Please come back.
Can you see him?
See, he's gone that far with the wind. Now, for him to come back against the wind, it's too far for him to come back all that way now.
Is it?
Yeah, so we have to go and get him now.
Oh, dear.
You know. Lloyd!
Morning, Ash. How are you?
Back in A&E, Susie's next patient is 17-year-old Toby, whose leg has been cut open by studs during a game of rugby.
This looks like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Isn't quite the look I was going for. Right, so that's that. I'm going to put some local anaesthetic around the wound. So my strong suggestion to you is to breathe on that Entonox. In fact, nothing happens for about 20 breaths, and then a beautiful moment happens where you feel slightly drunk. Not that you've ever been drunk, ever.
No, never.
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 Your nose is getting very slightly longer.
No, it's not. I know it's wide, but it's not long.
OK.
In this case, good old-fashioned laughing gas is the anaesthetic of choice.
Look at you.
He's kicked in now. He's enjoying it a bit too much, I think.
Yeah. I can hear everything.
OK, keep breathing away, my friend. Scratch coming.
This is brilliant.
All right, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Oh, yes! I was right on it.
You see what's going to happen now? It's a terrible thing.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. It's all good.
Give it back. Give
Well,
me back.
OK. I've never seen that before.
Can I bring it out?
As one of the most versatile A&E consultants in the hospital, Susie's also responsible for the very young patients that stream into children's A&E.
This is Frank. Frank has had 45 minutes. Looks like it's been febrile convulsion.
Yeah.
Initial temperature of 39.2, no calories.
3-year-old Frank has been brought in by ambulance, suffering from convulsions. Susie knows that with children, their health can deteriorate in an instant.
Don't worry, just relax. Just relax.
Right, tell me the story from the top.
His eyes rolled up.
Yeah.
He started seizing. His whole left side was like jolting for about 20 minutes.
Just his left side?
Just his left side.
OK.
Yeah. Then his head started going with it, like a twitch.
Yeah.
Vomited 5 times in total.
Yeah.
Then he lost consciousness completely. I put him in the recovery position.
Yeah. Was he making funny noises?
He was frothing.
Yeah. I cannot guarantee that if his temperature goes up again, that he might have another seizure. All right. Good boy. Good boy. If a child has a seizure in front of their parents, they think their child is dying. Many years ago, my daughter wasn't very well, and so she slept with me, and I woke up in the night because she was so hot, and I was a bit disorientated, and I switched the light on and I looked at her, and she was starting to twitch. She was about to have a seizure. It must have been only seconds, but it felt like forever that I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what to do. Let's have a peek down here. Maybe the Gruffalo lives in here. Let's have a look. All kids with a fever, you'd strip them off. The worst thing would be that he's got something more significant, such as herpes encephalitis, something along those lines, and that needs a very particular treatment. So I just need to get this right.
On the elderly ward, Sarah and Colette are on their way to visit 91-year-old ex-tank driver Albert.
You all right, Colette?
Yeah, mate.
He's been off his food the last few days.
Hey up, Albert. Albert, I've heard you want some help with your menu tomorrow. You want some help with your dinner menu tomorrow?
I've got no clothes.
Don't worry about your clothes, Albert. Let's fill that paper in for you and get your meals sorted.
Go on, then.
Right, fish and chips?
Oh, yeah. Love them.
Oh, fish and chips.
Oh. Shall we leave you alone?
I don't know. You can get in bed with me, that.
Oh, Albert. Not
I'm
before
married.
dinner.
I've just got married. I can't get in your bed. She's not married, though.
Hey?
Hey, I've been married 3 times. Nah, told me.
She wears a mouth.
Do you know what I love about you, Albert? You're so honest. You're so honest. You say it as it
I've
is.
done no wrong.
You've done nothing wrong, my love.
I don't think so.
I don't think you have neither.
I've shot some people.
Oh, right, OK.
Hello.
All right, then. Whoa.
Do I know you? Are you all right then?
Yeah.
You coming home soon?
When?
Probably tomorrow if I can sort it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Way.
Please.
I'm going to miss you.
Yeah. Try your best.
Taking
Try your best.
Oh.
Down in the basement, Glyn is undergoing his latest session of radiotherapy.
Certainly made me stop and think, that is for sure. Makes you stop and think about your lifestyle and what you do every day and the way you do things every day, and maybe things you take for granted every day. You know, just jumping out of bed in the morning and getting off to work, and then all of a sudden, everything's a challenge.
Poor Glenn, hope he's getting on all right in
I wonder how he's getting on
radiotherapy.
down there, bless him.
Oh no, he was in such a lot of pain, wasn't he, last
No,
night?
it breaks your heart, doesn't it? He's so young, bless him. It's not fair.
Eileen and Laura are responsible for Glyn's welfare on the ward.
Oh, I gave him a big cuddle earlier, and he nearly cried. And then I nearly cried.
Oh, it's...
I don't think I've ever cried so much.
I know, it's so
Working
sad.
here, as I have anywhere else.
And sometimes you wish you could just do a bit more.
I know. It's so hard, isn't it? Bless him.
I wonder if Glyn will be back for dinner, in time for dinner.
I'm not sure. It's been a couple of hours, hasn't he? I didn't think he'd be that long, to be honest. Hope he's all right.
Back in his office, Venkat has received the results regarding Glyn's progress.
Sadly today, I have to deliver the news to Glyn that radiotherapy is not working, and this will come across as extremely heartbreaking for him and his family, as this means he has a limited amount of time. Conversations like these involving breaking bad news are never easy. The patients need to be offered the option of knowing what's happening, and it's important for us to be open and honest with them. Hello again.
Hello again.
This has been a challenging week. Challenge may be an understatement. We are talking about treatment being palliative here, and that means to control the pain, to give you a good quality of life. It may not add a lot from a quantity point of view. And hence it makes me say, we're looking at months here.
I'm expecting somebody just to walk through the door and tell me that I'm better and it's all sorted and off you trot.
I've heard that before. And it's a difficult place to be.
What have I done in 45 years that have got me to where I am today?
The question, why me? Why now? Is something people ask all the time.
Yeah. And then obviously got on in the back of your mind, it's pretty inevitable now. I think that I'm going to be leaving people behind a lot. They're a lot older than me. You know, I'm going to be leaving people behind, and maybe it's in a selfish sort of way. I didn't feel like it was my turn yet, you know? And maybe by leaving them here is a little bit selfish. I don't know. All of those things a little bit, I suppose. make the best of what we've got.
I promise you this, we will try our very best to support the family. Take care.
In children's A&E, 3-year-old Frank's condition still hasn't improved.
Are you hot again? Are you hot?
He's probably tired now, I don't know, but he's just not all there, you know, it's not. You know, when I was saying, look at the telly, and he was looking at other things, and he knew the telly was there. I don't know, he was just funny.
Should knock on for 6.
Oh, very much so. It's
yeah.
exhausting. So is this very unusual?
Yeah, I've never seen him like this.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to ask the nurses to check your numbers again, because we want to make sure that this temperature is coming down. Dad says he's not quite back to his normal self. If his temperature whizzes up again, he could have another seizure. I think when I was younger, I didn't really grasp the enormity. And now, when one has a family and a home, the enormity of those sort of situations sort of weigh very heavily.
Susie wants a second opinion from a specialist.
So the ambulance is dispatched at 17:09. He's had some jerky movements of his head. They said that his jaw was quite stiff. Initially seemed to have this sort of fixed stare up and left. He was fitting for 45 minutes. The bottom line is, do we or don't we think it was a focal seizure, and do we or don't we give him acyclovir? That's the bottom line for me. Would you? Oh, superstar. All righty, you're a superstar, bye. Bye, 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 bye. Very slight change of plan. I have my friend who's one of the paediatric doctors. Either A, she'll say, actually, do you know what? I'm happy now. Or perhaps we need a bit more time and a bit more information. Rosemary, slight change of plan. Liz will see him upstairs.
All right. Sorry?
Because we're on the mission. And once again, we're feeling a lot better. Bye-bye, beautiful. Bye-bye, beautiful.
Say bye.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, I'm liking it. If I'm going in the wrong direction, I need somebody to be confident, to respectfully tap me on the shoulder and say, Susie, have you thought about something else? There can never be a time when all of us know everything, even as a consultant. We need to have our radar on all the time to be able to just gently say, are you OK with that patient? Is there anything I can do to help? And that's part of the supportive environment that we have here.
That's a good jump.
Frank will stay on the paediatric ward for further investigations until it's safe for him to go home. Radiotherapy treatment has been ineffective in the fight against Glyn's tumour and the spread of cancer. His condition has deteriorated rapidly.
Glyn, at this point in time, is unable to eat and drink, remains in his bed, not able to talk to his family. Sadly, he's dying. Cancer is so shocking in the way it can take one's life rapidly, and we will do everything we can to keep him comfortable and support Dawn and the rest of the family for as long as they need us. You slept in this room for 3 weeks now.
Nearly, yeah.
Things have changed a lot.
Yeah.
Last 2 days.
I've got to queue strong for Glenn because he needs me. And so I'm just basically holding it together.
Please do look after yourself.
I am.
Continue to look after yourself and let us help support
me.
you all,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah. It was a little hard at first because I was like, you know, I don't want to impose on anybody or like I was asking too much, but now I've come to realise that, you know, they're all brilliant and they're here to help me and I'm going to let them.
Please do.
I am.
Nice to see you.
And you.
Take care.
Pleasure.
Take care.
Thank you.
You build up such a strong bond with these people that, you know, you spend more time with them than you do with your own family. You don't put on this uniform and put on a front and put on a show. You mean every word that you say and every cuddle and every kiss. In that moment that somebody's dying, I remember all of the things that people have said and it will never leave. Like, where have you gone? I love you and thank you for having me.
Six days later, Glyn passed away.
There'll always be a steady stream of patients coming here at the Royal Derby who are often at their weakest and most vulnerable. Sometimes we can fix them, and sometimes we can't. But the key thing is we'll never stop trying.
Just painting your leg up now, Mr. McIntyre. Giving you a nice brown suntan, except it's only on the one leg. Right, screen's up there, Mr. McIntyre. I'll see you in about an hour. 54 by 32 contemporary socket, please, matron. Oh, yes.
We're like the Charlie's Angels, aren't we?
Avenging Angels. Here we are, girls. Don't fight over him. What I've learned from working here is take the good with the bad, but never take anything for granted. Never, ever, ever.
Life is precious and life is short, so treasure every single moment and make sure every single person you love knows that you love them.
Don't encourage her. I think we get it right most of the time. When you see people coming into the department clinging to life and we do our job right and then they leave hospital and go home, that's a great feeling and maybe they have a greater appreciation for life after that.
Where do we go when we die? I have no idea. But personally, for me, I would like to be in a place which is peaceful and plenty of cricket to watch.
Let there be cuckoos, a lark and a dove.
Everybody?
But first of all,
please let there be love.
Let there be love.
You've got to love that one, haven't you? What a tune.
Ex-bouncers Scott and Malcolm swapped the clubs and pubs of Derby to become hospital security guards 10 years ago.
Calm yourself down, mad up. Right?
Get out, me!
Yeah, come on, this way.
When I first started doing this job, I never dreamt that half the stuff that cracked off. How wrong was I?
That's it. Swing your legs up for me, Chief.
Security receive around 16 calls a day. Many of these are to help with patients in A&E.
I've never hit a woman in my life.
That's... Mind your arm, mind your language, and just behave yourself. That's all I ask.
All right, just try and remember where you are. You're in the hospital. We've got a lot of sick people, and we've got children around as well.
When you get your intoxicated people down A&E, that could be a bit like working back on the doors.
That's the gentleman there, then, yeah?
Yep.
Right.
I thought I'm going to have to get control of this situation pretty sharpish.
And all that on the back of being asked to sit down.
it's Lee in A&E. I've got a chap that's known to carry firearms. Can you have a wander down, please?
Security received en route.
Just did sound harassed.
But I think if we can get him searched, because at the minute we can't do anything until he's been searched, can we?
We don't go down there with the intentions of, right, time to kick you out. Sometimes they have to stay for treatment. Maybe there might be their medical condition that's keeping them here.
Are you OK if we just give you a pat down, mate, in your pockets?
You all right, Malk?
Yeah.
Nothing? Brilliant.
With no weapons found, security are happy he's not a threat.
Any problems, give us a call.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Every day, staff across 51 clinical departments treat around 5,000 patients, from the very old to the very young.
It is move-inable, but can we decide on what sofa we want? No. What he likes, I don't like. What I like, he doesn't like.
Becky is a nurse in neonatal.
I've done both. You need a fabric.
I want fabric, he wants leather. He wants reclining, I want a corner piece.
Oh, I've got a corner fabric. Come and live with me.
She's catching up on the night shift's notes.
Right, we all ready?
Yeah.
Good morning, intensive care. Baby Jacob, 25 weeks, on full life support, needing a lot of oxygen, and he's very sick. And Mum and Dad are prepared for the worst and actually had Jacob christened on the ward last night.
Still double strength, yeah?
We're still double strength. We're still 6.5 because we're working on a working weight of 1.62.
Jacob was born 14 weeks early and with undeveloped lungs can't breathe for himself.
It's done. Worst bit's done. OK. Are you happy to hold that then, Mum? And I'll just go and run this through the machine. And then we can have a good idea of where he's at with his ventilation.
Despite weeks in intensive care, Jacob's life is still in danger.
We've got a problem. That morphine's still not going through.
It's not going through, is
No.
it?
He's not been very happy since we moved him, actually, has he?
It's just not what we expected. This wasn't how we thought parenthood would start for us. We thought we'd go in, have a baby, and come home again. Everything's ready for him to come home, and it just doesn't feel like it's ever going to happen. I want to be his mummy. I just want him home.
Hey, you're getting very cross this morning. All right. He's ever so crackly still. I'm just going to give him some suction. I think it's where we've just moved him. Just not quite sitting with his sacks as high as he was. It's quite stressful when you've got parents of your patient. Like with Jacob, it's quite intense, so dealing with that on a daily basis is quite hard. But it's what we do.
I think the more worry is the next time we'll get a phone call, it won't be to tell us to come quick, it'll be to tell us that he's gone.
Pull yourself together a bit. Come on. Push yourself back on the bed.
How much has she had tonight?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Right, on the bed.
In A&E, Lee is the sister in charge.
You need to behave, really. It's not really been fair, some of the things you've been saying to some of the staff. I love A&E. I'm coming up to 20 years and I can't imagine working anywhere else. Have you got any needles in your arms? No, that's
I've
fine.
not had a prick in a long time, my darling.
I love the buzz, I love the excitement. It's just different all the time. I really enjoy that. Can I come and clean your head up? Yeah?
Martin cut his head 5 days ago.
What did you bang it on?
The floor. No beer, I drink special brew. For a change, I drunk whiskey.
Oh, was that a treat for you?
Yeah, it was a treat, but I can handle my special brew.
Yeah?
But whiskey, I can't handle.
Dr. Bowden, can you come and have a quick look at this chap's head for me?
Yep.
Put your head forward so the doctor can have a look.
You're going to feel a bit of a sharp scratch to put the local in.
You're doing ever so well.
No, I can't feel
Nothing?
Nothing, no.
Okay, well done.
Have you done it?
Yeah.
You're joking.
No, well done. Hey, you get a tattoo if you want. You can put Dan on there if you want.
Let's have a look. I'm a bit of a soft touch when it comes to people that have come in with alcohol problems. I really don't mind them coming in. They're unwell and they need help. When did you start drinking then?
When I was about roughly 16.
I grew up with a very close family member that was an alcoholic. It's a tough one, isn't it?
I know.
So that's what I've known, really, from quite a young age. Come on, 2 secs. Get some tape. You look beautiful. I've seen the effects that it has on families, and it's awful. I think unless you've been there and unless you've lived with it, you know, you've no idea. Let's have a look.
Is it job done?
You look like a real patient.
You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it.
Keeping a hospital of this size clean is a huge job. An army of 310 domestics are employed to keep wards and theatres spotless, with specialist staff dealing with everything from theatre instruments to surgical waste.
Morning, guys. Ready for another day? Are you all right?
I look after about 66 different departments throughout the hospital. We clean the wards every day geographically, so everything on the ward gets cleaned from top to bottom. We start with the ceiling, work down, entire round the bed space, and they're swept and mopped daily. That's me done, I think, ready to go out there.
That smells lovely. Which one's that you got today?
Giorgio Armani. I enjoy solving problems. No job's too big for me.
Which is the chair? It's not that chair, is it? It's still in here. I can smell it.
On the liver ward, Sister Jane has noticed an unusual aroma.
Well, I think we need to be getting the domestics up. We can't be having this smell. Oh, we know it's not you, don't we, girl? Because you've only just come here. Get the supervisor up, Carl, because there might be something dead.
OK, I'll be straight there. OK, thank you. Bye. Right, we've got a smell on 304.
Oh, here you go. The big guns are here.
Up to save you.
You go up there and you tell me what you think. Right, now smell.
Yeah,
Smell it? You can smell it, can't you? Yeah. There you go. What do you think it is? It's not this lady. She's only just come in this morning. You were getting paranoid. It's something here, I think.
I don't think it is.
No?
No.
It's like we, isn't it, sort of?
Yeah.
We've not got anybody that's incontinent as such, so I just think it's somewhere behind here. Yeah, we've got to sort this, though, haven't we, though? 'Cause it's not good.
You've just got such a busy ward, haven't you? You know,
Yeah.
but we'll sort it.
That's all right, then. I can't smell anything.
In A&E, Sister Lee has her hands full.
What do you need doing? Just going to do some pain relief for this lady. Put that there on your legs. You've just got to be as tolerant. If you've been here an hour into the shift or 11 hours into the shift, you've still got to show the same amount of care and empathy to a patient. You're really struggling pain-wise.
I'm struggling
You are, aren't you? It's like you're having electric shocks. I think it's so important to try and put yourself in the patient's shoes. Ooh. Shall we take this arm out?
Yeah.
Just the side. Are you decent? Are you covered up?
Yes, I'm covered up.
We'll try and make a bit more of an effort, even if it's just sitting holding the hands for 10 minutes, just to reassure them and let them know what's going on.
You want one that side?
Is that all right?
You do what you like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm about to make your pain a whole lot worse.
What's up? What you got to do?
Oh, no, Sheila.
You want another needle, don't you? This arm or my arse?
Oh, you can't say that. I was just saying I wish they were all like you. You mean your bottom?
Still here, isn't it? It's still in here, I'm telling you now.
Can you smell it up there?
No.
On the liver ward, they still haven't been able to locate the source of the smell. There's only one thing for it: the deep clean.
But you see, your perfume masks it. I can smell you.
She showered
She's had a bath in it.
Giorgio. There we go.
Thank you. There we are.
See, we like to make yours stay nice. We don't want you to go home and say, what ward were you in? Oh, I was in 304. Smelly.
Because there's definitely nothing in that.
In neonatal intensive care, baby Jacob's condition remains serious.
I know. Hey, you're getting very cross this morning.
After choking in the night, he was deprived of oxygen for a short period.
He aspirated on some milk after a feed and ended up very poorly. But now we're in a stable situation, shall we say. So we are hopefully past the worst of things now. All right, darling. All right. Just gonna have a little listen to his chest.
Sometimes we don't feel like we're his parents, do we? I don't want to leave him. I'm terrified of leaving him. I left him and I just feel like I left him and look what happened. I'm just absolutely terrified of leaving him. Just want him home. Just be his mummy, cuddle him. When he's crying, it's really hard because you get a natural instinct is to just go in there and pick your baby up because he's crying or give him cuddles.
And you can do it the minute he's hold his hand.
Yeah, or we can. All I can do is watch him through it.
Although Jacob has been stabilized, the doctors need to scan him to see whether the lack of oxygen has done any lasting damage.
It's one of them things that you have to wait and see, unfortunately, for Mum and Dad. We don't know how good or bad it will be.
Five floors down is a place that few ever visit. The mortuary. Every day, they receive around 10 bodies from across the hospital. This is also where the autopsies take place.
Over 16 years, I've removed thousands of brains. In a sense, you feel like you're doing something that maybe you shouldn't do.
OK, Marie. Very, very nearly harvested the left eye.
Even now, all these years down the line, it's still a very, very different thing to do at 9 o'clock on a weekday morning.
Transverse lower abdominal scar measuring 5.5 centimetres.
Yeah.
Does that look like a scar to you?
Yes. Yeah.
The very first time I saw a post-mortem, I almost fainted. I thought, oh no, I think my face is going to be meeting the floor soon. I did feel unwell, but that didn't put me off because what I actually saw interested me. So, yeah, I went back for more.
Today, they're preparing the body of 52-year-old Carl for a viewing with his family.
For me, it's a matter of preparing yourself mentally to be of service to that family. I know that I won't be of any use to the family if I fall to pieces during the whole process. Well, that's better. Yeah. He looked like he was smiling. It's a bit better now.
It never gets easier dealing with a family. I think if the day when it didn't really, there wasn't an issue with it, or you didn't really have any feeling or care, was probably time for you to do another job, I would imagine.
Okay.
All right. I've got keys.
After a busy shift, Lee is ready to take a break. But an emergency is about to alter her plans.
I love the fact that every day is different down here. You never know what's coming through the door next. Just ask the nurse if they'll bleep them.
Got a car outside A&E in one of the ambulance bays. Can you go and check it out for me, over, please?
Try and see who's got the keys on my way out. All right. Hello?
Can we have a doctor to pit stop, please?
A car has pulled up in the hospital's ambulance bay.
What is it?
Baby.
A woman has started to give birth on the journey to hospital. As the baby's head has already appeared, they will have to attempt this delivery inside the car.
Little boy. Is it little boy? Yeah.
OK, if you go through, I'll open the door for you, Katie.
The baby is premature and cold, so is rushed into Children's A&E.
Seeing as he's just a little bit cold at the moment.
He's doing fine, he's just cold. He's 6 weeks early. Yeah.
Mum is taken to a bed in adults A&E.
Hiya, I need a midwife, please, straight away. Can you fast feed them?
Mum's OK?
Yeah, the centre's not out yet, but we'll just get access.
Beautiful.
Hi, Dad. Congratulations. He's beautiful. We're just trying to warm him up. He's very, very cold.
Well done. You did so well. Did they take a photo, Liz? Would they be able to take a photo to show Mum or not? She's not really seen him.
She can come in if she's well enough.
Come in.
I'm just thinking long term, you know, for bonding, if she didn't see him. He's perfect.
Now that the baby's been stabilised, Lee's allowed to reunite him with his mum.
Does she come in now?
I'll just go and let them know that we're going to bring Mum through. Are you all right to give me a hand to take her through? He's beautiful, isn't he? Absolutely perfect. Oh. They're still really shocked, aren't they? I don't think they can quite get their heads around it. I think it's their mum and dad, you know, because that's the first time that three of them have been together as a family. Makes everything seem worthwhile. Because we've had a couple of rubbish days, haven't we? It's nice to have something positive.
Yeah, quite good.
Mm.
Glenda? Yeah. Hi there. Do you want to come through?
In the mortuary, the family of Carl have come to say their goodbyes.
Come to see Carl? Yeah.
OK, are you ready to go through now? All right, just come this way. Looking after families who are going through emotional trauma and stress It's not easy, but we're giving families closure because they can get the answers that they need to be able to move forward. OK, now, Carl is just in the other room, OK? He looks very peaceful. He looks like he's asleep. I'm going to let you have some time on your own with him, OK?
Yeah.
And then once you've finished, just press that button on the wall there and then I'll come back to you, OK? And then, obviously, if you've got any questions, then I'll answer them for you then, OK?
OK, then.
All right. OK. It's all right.
It looks like he's smiling.
Yeah, he does look very peaceful, I think.
Asleep.
Come here, mate. Looks like he's grinning like he used to us.
When he was watching telly.
Smiling because Mum was holding his hand and Mum was with him watching.
You OK?
You all right, Mum?
All right. It's OK. It's all right. We have to do all kinds of tests, and obviously a part of that is that we have to examine, you know, his organs to find out what's taken place. So, as a result of that, that's how we can get the post-mortem findings, and then you can get the answers that you've been looking for. Yeah? OK.
Right.
If you just want to follow me.
All right, you take care then. Thanks, and you take care. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.
We do walk through life thinking, tomorrow is mine, I'll plan this next week, next year, and no one's even aware of the fact that that day could be their last day. We walk through life taking it for granted all the time.
The Royal Derby has around 8,000 staff. And with about 150 different professions under one roof, it can feel like a small town.
Can we start loading?
Yeah, OK. Telegas 22, please.
Retired dairy farmer Alan and his sister Mary are volunteers who run a mobile newsagents.
One Guardian.
Guardian.
Right.
Can we please go?
Yeah, we're underway.
Newspaper and magazine, trolley on a one.
Do you have the Fox and the Hounds?
No, madam. But if you like it, I will get it for you.
That's all.
Hey! Hey, hold on a moment. Just a moment. Hey.
What's happening here? I bet you don't have many men at your knees.
My God, I bet she has better ones than this.
How old is it, though?
Oh, it's ancient.
Oh, about 10 years.
Oh, does that mean it's cheap?
Free.
True.
It's free?
Yes, it's
Well, what a
yours for the
service.
keeping.
There is one problem.
You can't get back up, can
No.
you? Oh! I better go. I've got patients to see.
Yeah. Oh, is that what you're here for?
$2.80 then, thanks.
OK, look, thank you.
And we'll put that down for tomorrow. Hold on. Let's have your details. Talking to what this job's all about, I always say that it wouldn't really matter if you didn't sell any papers. It's OK if I tie you to the bed, is it? We do that, you see, to make sure you're still here when I come back. Have you got the zip ties?
Yes, we have actually, yes.
Yeah, right, OK then.
Need big ones.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know so much. I just like to see someone who'll treat them like people, for one thing, rather than like patients. Plus, we do have the great advantage that we don't stick needles in people. Bye-bye.
I'll see you later.
I didn't think when I came to work this morning I'd be delivering a baby in a car.
No. One you'll remember.
I'll remember it forever.
The baby born outside A&E is being taken to the neonatal department, where he'll be monitored for a few days.
Well, there's an incubator just being taken up there.
Just to see you with another little young one running around.
Oh, I'm too old for that.
I think you should get married first, sir.
Been there twice before. I like wedding cake, that's what it is. Who knows what the future might hold?
Thanks, Leah. Keep him, bro.
All right, little fella. He's like a baby monkey, isn't he? I've got to have another one.
Are you getting really broody now?
Yeah. I've just had a puppy, so I'm not allowed another baby. I might stay up here for a bit and look at babies all day. Let's go back.
Come on, then.
Come on. Thank you. Don't forget his teddy. We don't get let out very often. It's like a day trip. We could have brought a picnic. I started off in the most foul mood this morning, absolutely foul.
I did.
And I'm all happy now.
Baby Jacob's parents want to talk through his latest scan results with Becky.
She said that, showed us the scan and you can see quite clearly. On the right-hand side, it's a big patch, isn't it?
And if they said that, obviously, we take one step at a time and we see how it goes. Obviously, they can't tell you, can they, at the moment, what will happen?
She said because it's on the back, that's more likely to affect hearing.
Signs.
I think she said learning.
Yeah.
So meeting his milestones and stuff. She said we would get an indication of his hearing when he has his hearing test to go home.
Yeah.
She said he's quite alert and if I'm at one side of the cot and she's the other, he'll turn his head towards sound. So she was quite happy with that. And today she said he seems to be gripping with hands and
that's
feet.
good then.
But she said the signs he was showing today was nothing that she wouldn't expect for a preterm baby anyway.
That's good then.
Yeah. So she
that's
said,
positive signs.
Checks over the next few days will give a clearer idea of how serious the damage to his brain might be. As night falls in the hospital, the security team receive a call from A&E.
Hello.
Hello.
A lady that's run off. Can you go and stop her, please? She's about a bit taller than me. She's suicidal. She's quite distressed.
All right, we'll go and have a look. All right, cheers.
A suicidal patient has gone missing.
Check the main reception, mate.
Zilla 7 to main reception. You receiving, over?
Main reception, go ahead.
Not seen a female. Have you come through your doors, over?
Do you want to have a look that way? I'm going to have a look up here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, nothing up top of KTC.
We get people that have come in who have every intention to harm themselves.
I'm going to head back to the control room and jump on the cameras, internal and external, over.
We have had people up on top of the car parks or on the roofs threatening to harm themselves.
Hello. Right, when was that?
Thankfully, the patient has returned unharmed.
Is she happy to stay? Yeah. Yeah, for information, patient's returned of own accord.
Yeah, receive, mate.
See you when you get back. Nasty incidents. You're grateful for the shift to finish. You know, you're going back to your loved ones and family sort of thing. So it's, yeah, puts everything into perspective.
Come on then, let's go.
Cool. Are you okay?
I've got to go and see Scott, get car keys.
It's change of shift in A&E, but Lee has one more handover to do before she can go home.
Can I come over? I do need some car keys. See you in a minute. Bye. Me and Scott have worked together for about 15 years. Never felt attracted to him, not one little bit. He was just another workmate. Hello.
Not today.
Hi. You all right?
Yours.
Good. Anything to tell me?
No.
Nothing.
Kids falling out.
Yeah. With you? With each other?
Everyone.
Okay. Dogs?
Yeah, they're all right. He's chewing.
Cats?
Yeah, still got 2.
Rabbits?
Yeah.
Guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Parrot.
Yeah.
Fish tanks.
Yeah.
Sorted. Handover done.
Any more?
Are you going to walk me up to the car?
Okie dokie.
And we only got together about 3 years ago. Yeah, and we kept it quiet for a long time. We weren't sure how it was going to go. And then it was the A&E Christmas party. And to walk in together as a couple, everybody, I could see, like, people, like, looking at each other and nudging each other. Are they together?
I've got a reputation to keep. I'm not going to be seen carrying a pink bag, I can assure you.
Right. Are you not supposed to hold the door open for me?
I'll have people thinking that I'm a gentleman next.
You're not a gentleman. I'm waiting for him to propose. I'll be an old spinster. Yeah, it's never going to happen. I've never been married. Nobody would ever marry me. It's dark and scary around here.
I know. You can hold me hand.
No.
Put it there.
Oh, it was a horrible shift. Cardiac arrest to begin with, but youngish.
That's going to set your day up brilliantly.
Oh, it was horrible.
Oh, dear.
Poor family. Poor family. There's a couple of times where I could feel myself welling up, and I thought, oh, this isn't going to do no good.
I know, but it's natural, though, isn't it?
I know.
If you were stone-faced and didn't care a toss, that's not normal.
A&E attracts a certain kind of staff, and you either love it or hate it. You're either here for a matter of weeks or you're here for years. We are a bit of a family. Sometimes I spend more time with these guys than I do at home with my own family.
What you had?
I've got a hummus and salad.
Hummus sandwich?
Oh, I love hummus.
Go on to have hummus sandwich. Have hummus and carrot stick.
Hello, staff nurse neonatal unit. Can I help?
On the neonatal unit, the team have struggled for weeks to get baby Jacob off life support.
Unfortunately, we do lose some babies, and that's hard to deal with. You know, that's not an easy job to deal with. We can come in one morning and we can be looking after the sickest of the sick, but then you could come in the next morning and you could be looking after a baby that's ready to go home.
Good boy.
But he's now able to breathe on his own and is making a good recovery.
It's my miracle baby. Someone so little, and you've managed to scare the living daylights out of me. And Daddy. I'm sure he's got a guardian angel.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. So it's all ready to go now, is it?
He is. He's ready to roll. He's one happy boy, one very happy, hungry boy. Jacob's gone from being so poorly to we're at a really good point today.
He can have his bottles, as you know. He's doing really fab, and get him out in his cot. Hey,
That
clever
sounds
boy.
amazing. Yay! Yeah, Daddy will be
Yes,
very
watch him
pleased
there.
I got him. That's all right.
We've done our fair share of worry. It's time to get you home, isn't it? Time to get you home.
He's now holding his temperature himself. We're able to dress him now, and we're able to move him into a cot. That's been a big step for Mum and Dad. That's quite a moment for them. Are you ready? Let's go, Buster. It's 78 days now, and, you know, Mum's only just starting to hear him properly cry. Well, that's quite a big moment for them. Yay! I'm in the nursery! Finally! Jacob is a classic. You know, I did look after him a lot. You do get not attached to a baby because we shouldn't build attachments, but whatever anybody says, we do get special bonds with baby, but have to move on. I've come to say goodbye.
Thank you so much for
Oh,
I really mean that.
you enjoy every single second of him. I mean it. See you later, Bubba. You take care. Just enjoy him, right? You take care, okay?
Enjoy
Enjoy
your
him.
evening.
I will. See you later.
See you later.
Take care.
If I fail, if I succeed,
At least I live as I believe.
Do we have to have that?
Yeah, what would you like?
Are you putting in requests?
What request would you like, dear?
Something to cheer us up on a Saturday morning. Something to cheer us up on a Saturday morning. Something uplifting.
Uptown girl, I've been living in an uptown world.
Making me bum wobble.
The backstreet guy.
Oh.
I never told her why.
People who work in a department like this, we see things that people would never normally see. 1 minute you could be talking with a family member about that loved one and getting to know all about their little habits and their day-to-day routine. And then the next minute you're having to perform a post-mortem on that individual. So you have to be able to know how to compartmentalise things. We are mortal and we're going to die, but I don't let that stop me from living my life and enjoying it as well, which I do.
There's something that I ought to tell you. We are officially pregnant.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
quick work.
Very good. In fact, here is a scan.
You're no longer a man-child.
I know, exactly. I've got to grow up really quickly now.
You have to.
Which is a shame.
I have to take my gloves off, thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. For me to deal on a daily basis with mortality and death in the mortuary, it just heightens how special it is to be involved in the creation of life at the same time.
I come to have handover of this cutie pie.
He was born in the car park outside A&E.
In the car, yeah.
Oh, what a little thing. Yeah, we've had babies born in car parks before. Car parks, corridors, at home, down the toilet. Got a very privileged role. There's not many jobs where you do get such close bonds with the family. You know, we can give our baby their first bottle. We can see them take their first breath. So we're very lucky.
What, you'd have a baby now?
I'd have had one yesterday if I was allowed. I just have a very sensible partner that the house has got to come first. But the house is coming. We get the house in January, so then the baby can come.
I would like babies eventually.
Just not yet.
Not yet. Too young.
See, I'd have a baby tomorrow. I would.
Oh, my gosh.
Like it?
Yeah. Oh, doesn't it sparkle? Oh, Lee, congratulations.
Oh, how, when?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Scott rang my dad first and asked my
Did
dad.
he? He did it properly.
Yeah, I spoke to my dad first and my dad thought it was a bit of a wind-up and a bit of a joke. Don't you get all tearful?
I cooked. Steak meal, all the trimmings. And it wasn't a ready meal either.
Yeah.
Not a TV dinner.
10-minute job in Wycliffe.
Ding! No.
Bottle of wine. Oh, it's just lovely. All the candles were lit. Music on in the background. That really romantic. And then he got down on Monday. Oh, I didn't know what he was doing.
And then...
It was all a bit, what are you doing down there? And then he just produced this box.
Asked her if she wanted to stay with me the rest of her life.
She deserved a medal.
She didn't run off, so that's a bonus.
I think working here in the hospital makes you appreciate what you've got at home. When you look at some people's lives, you know, there's always somebody worse off. And I think to be able to spend the day with your family and having your loved ones around you, that's massive.
You want to take a seat, make yourself comfortable for a bit?
Mary is a receptionist in the hospital's cardiology unit.
You get these patients in, they're having a heart attack. They go in here, they get sorted out, and they go home with a smile on their face. I mean, they go home normal and happy, and everything's brilliant. I love working with the arts, yeah. I love it.
One of those waiting for treatment is 68-year-old Derek.
Pigeon, do you want a blanket? You warm enough?
What are you doing there? Oh no, I'm a Sudoku girl. I don't like crossroads. Are you not really Sudoku? I'm not interested then.
I'm not into that.
Are you not? Oh, I like a bit of Sudoku. Why not?
I can't. Does me head in. All right, we trade twin. Up to the go now.
Fair enough.
After beating throat cancer 20 years ago, Derek now has a blocked artery in his heart. Unless the doctors can reopen it, he's at risk of a heart attack.
I hope honestly now. I know it's me heart. That's all I know. I'll leave it up to them.
Derek will be treated in the hospital's state-of-the-art cardiac unit.
It is absolutely marvellous in that room. I haven't seen anything like it in my life. Brilliant.
Here's the helicopter. Can you hear it?
But when there's an emergency, planned cases like Derek's have to wait. A man is being rushed to hospital by air ambulance.
He'll be here in a minute.
58-year-old Anthony suffered a heart attack on his first day at a new job.
I want to just check his details.
Paramedics have restarted his heart and rush him to the cardiac unit.
Yeah, just check he's right. Which one have you got details, Nick? Is that him?
Yes.
Fabulous, thank you.
1, 2, 3, across.
The team scan his heart to work out if he needs immediate surgery.
Can we review all the pictures, please? He does have mild disease, moderate disease in reality, but it does not look like a primary to me.
They decide not to operate, so Anthony can be transferred to the intensive care unit.
Is the patient going to ICU?
He's intubated, so he will.
It's ICU, yeah, that's all I need to know.
I'll sort the lab out and then I'll come back.
Yeah, OK, thanks, love.
Feel the contractions? OK, right down here then. Push me away.
In the furthest corner of the hospital
Fantastic. And again.
is the first department that most of us will ever visit.
And again. And again.
In maternity, 120 babies are born every week.
You was pregnant then when you got married?
No, like honeymoon baby.
From the anxiously awaited to the eagerly anticipated, a team of midwives work round the clock to deliver Derby's newest arrivals.
So what have you done there?
So this is, we drew a pumpkin on Sarah's tummy because she had the perfect bump, we decided, because it looked like a pumpkin.
Another new arrival in the department is trainee midwife Janine.
If you wouldn't mind making yourself comfortable on the bed, if it's all right, I'm just going to take your blood pressure, just do a general antenatal check on you, and then we'll take it from there. This afternoon I'll probably have to give a bit of a poke.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay if I feel?
Yeah, that's fine.
Lovely.
When did
starting,
you tightening start?
It's all these bits going on in your head, whooshing around, thinking about what next, what should I be doing, what could I be doing, what should I be saying, where should I be standing.
Happy little baby in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. So, baby sounds very happy. Nothing to worry about at all with that. And the fact that your baby's pushing us away when we're having a listen is always reassuring. I think to be a good midwife, I just want to be able to provide really good care to women and to have the strength of person, the strength of mind to be able to say, I feel this is the best for this woman, and to be able to stand by that.
Remember your breathing technique, yeah? Because she'll forget, so you need to remind her this is your job.
Why is it when you say it, it all sounds really logical, and then when I say it, I just think, oh, what a jumble.
It wasn't. You did brilliant then.
OK. All right, well, that's the version we'll go with then.
The Royal Derby is also a large teaching hospital. From general surgery...
There's the ball in the socket, which Stephen will wiggle for you there. You can see the articulation.
To children's A&E.
What you need to do is refresh your memory about what it says about under 3s and fever.
Yes, we do it.
You've got to do it. You've got to do it.
The next generation of doctors and nurses are learning their trade. One of the hospital's most senior teaching staff is consultant general surgeon Jill.
Surgery still is, to an extent, a man's world, but that's great, isn't it? If you're a switched-on female, you can often work things to your advantage in a man's world.
Jill's speciality is bowel surgery. First on her elective list today is a bowel repair.
Thank you. That's better. Where's the other student? Come here, child. You stand there. So, have you seen an ileostomy before?
Yes.
How do you know? How do you know it's an ileostomy, not a colostomy?
So it would be on the right-hand side.
Jill has brought 2 students along so they can get their first taste of major surgery.
What are you going to be when you grow up, then?
I like the idea of surgery. I'm going to see.
Excellent answer. Good answer. I always say I'm an eternal disappointment to my dad because he's in the Air Force and I'm not a fighter pilot. So I've never quite been good enough, just being a surgeon. Hand in. You put your finger where mine is. Go right the way down. Go nearer to me. So being a surgeon involves having huge responsibility because you can effect the ultimate change in somebody's life. It's a bit like wrestling a goldfish. You can cure them of pain, you can take away cancer, you can, you know, the power you have to cause a change is immense. Happy now? Yep.
Every day, surgeons like Jill get through hundreds of surgical instruments, which is where sterile services comes in.
Oh, thanks, Keith. Thanks.
I don't mind poo, blood. It does not faze me whatsoever. I actually like the bloodier, the dirtier, the better.
Yeah,
for
I like bloodier, but poo, that makes me ease.
Abscess trays. Oh, it's the smell of the abscess tray. Like, even if it's wrapped up, you can smell it. And it's putrid.
From scissors to scalpels, every instrument needs to be meticulously cleaned and sterilised before it can be reused.
It's like doing your washing up at home. Because it's like a dishwasher. You wouldn't put your plates straight into a dishwasher. You rinse them, don't you, and get rid of all the bits of food off them. So it's... Although I haven't got a dishwasher. So this is a Caesar tray, caesarean. So baby's been born. Lots of instruments on this one. That goes around the baby's head. And also they have these in forceps deliveries. If people have had, I don't know if you've had babies. Obviously that's for cutting the cord. No, you can't be squeamish in this job. Just checking to see if there's any blood on anything. At end of the day, these have all been used on people, so you have to remember that. And then obviously as we're packing them and washing them, you have to remember it's patient at end of it. There's always a patient at end of the tray.
Jill is going to talk to 73-year-old Maldwin about operating on his blocked bowel.
You know what we're going to do? Cut down the middle of the tummy. We'll go through your old cut, see what we see.
How long are you for fastening up afterwards?
Oh, it's easy. Don't worry, we'll do it. Just the same as last time. Same as last time.
Maldwin had bowel cancer 4 years ago, and it's since spread to his liver. So going ahead with the operation is not a straightforward decision.
At the moment, he hasn't got any quality of life because he can't eat and drink because his bowels are blocked. And on balance, we've both decided that he'd quite like it if I have a look and see what the cause is. And if the cause is recurrent cancer, we might just look and close his tummy up again and tell him that, and then at least he knows. If the cause is just adhesions, hopefully we can unpick them and make his bowels work again, and that'll mean he can eat and drink and go home and have some quality of life.
Chance of success?
Well, it depends what we find.
From what you've seen?
Yeah, I wouldn't. You remember I said I wouldn't do this, so I came up to see you to tell you why I wasn't going to do the operation. But having looked at you and looked at the scans, I think we should.
Okay, right.
So if there wasn't a chance of success, I wouldn't do it because that'd be daft.
Well, thanks very much for your effort.
It's a pleasure. All right. Okay, bye-bye. Be daft nowadays to swagger in and say you're going to fix everything because you can't guarantee you're going to fix everything. You say you give it your best shot and that the odds are in their favour, but you'd be silly to say it was going to be fine because it might not be.
My name's Paul Slonimsky, and it's always a tricky one when people are asking for the name. My job involves making sure that food is provided to the whole of the hospital. Today we've got over 700 mouths to feed. We've got puddings, we've got sandwiches, we've got fish and chips, sweet and sour chicken. Level 4, wards 301, 303, 312. No takers, OK, level 2. My favourite time of day is when the hostesses come down to collect their meals for their wards. I find that I have a little bit of control at that time when I can allow them in a particular order. 2s and 1s and anybody that doesn't know where they are. And that's about the only time that I have power over the females.
Two floors up in theatre, Jill is about to start the surgery on Maldwin's blocked bowel.
You found anything?
Not yet. We're not technically what you might call in the abdomen yet, though. Push right down. That's lovely. And then we want to see where the bowels are stuck. So this is normal, colon. Colon is collapsed. This is stuck down here. I think it might be recurrence, you know. That's exactly where it was.
Is it still just adhesion?
No, I think it's cancer.
Right.
Jill discovers that a cancerous tumour is causing the blockage and decides to cut it out.
Physically operating on somebody is a series of really rapid decisions based on experience and knowledge of what the patient has and what the patient would want and what you've discussed in advance. And there's always options, so it's appraising options every second. Right.
The Royal Derby has 105 different departments, connected by a maze of corridors, spread across 6 separate floors.
Medical specialities. Right down the corridor as far as you can go.
So for those who can't get around easily, help is at hand from the volunteer buggy drivers. Hoping to join their numbers is Roger.
Morning. I'm here for an interview for a buggy driver job.
So who are we seeing today?
Going to see Roger Blount, and he has been one of our volunteers since '09, so about 5 years. He's been looking at the buggy driving, kind of got interested in it, and we've got a placement at the moment really to cover for people on holidays and sickness, etc.
You know that you can't directly make a contribution because you're not a medical person, but any contribution that I can make, I'm quite happy to do. Oh, right, thank you. I think it's something that is there inside you. You genuinely feel for people that are ill. I mean, if you look at a person that's had a stroke and think, that could be me tomorrow.
Do you want to take a seat there, yeah? So have you been volunteering today, or have you been here just for the interview?
No, just for the interview.
The interview,
yeah.
OK. There is some things, isn't there, that we need to do before we can let you loose on the buggy, really?
Have you got a driving licence?
Yes.
You have, yeah.
Do you need to see that?
No, we trust you on that one.
Yeah.
And have you got any speeding convictions?
No.
You've got no intention of speeding on our buggies, have you?
I don't think so.
I find it difficult because we have them restricted to 4 miles an hour,
I'll...
so you won't be going too fast. Sign that for me, I'll get that sent off.
So once all the clearances come through from Occupational Health, Trudy or Marina will be in touch with you, and then we'll take it from there.
In the cardiology unit, Derek is next in line for surgery.
It won't be this problem. I'd be at Heathrow Airport. Ready for jetting away to Thailand. But your health comes first. So, I'm here.
Need to get some classic.
Hello, darling. Yeah, thanks. Cheers, dear.
To prevent a major heart attack, Derek is having 3 stents fitted in his heart, which can all be done while he is awake.
I was going to say to you, think of beaches, but that's probably not the best thing to say, is it, right now? To think of the beach.
Of course, hearts, you think, I've had a heart attack, you think, oh, that's it, finished, I'm gonna die, it's gone. But they can mend it, they can mend your heart and they can make you better.
1 and 6. So put 3 stents in? Yeah. 2 on the right, 1 on the left.
It's brilliant, I love it, absolutely love it.
I'm going to go and get the blankets. I'll be back.
In maternity, mother of 2 and trainee midwife Janine is in the middle of a busy shift.
Being a student midwife is just exhausting. This morning I've spent time writing a dissertation plan. I'm trying to knock out this 3,500-word essay. I've got all this academic stuff going on. I've made packed lunches. I've done a ponytail into a bun, which, do you know what, looks darn good, for my daughter. I've got PE kits ready. I feel like I'm juggling a million balls, and then you get here, and it's as if you've got to just forget all of that and start and do something completely different.
Next on her list are expectant parents Alison and Alan.
You'll be getting some of them balloons soon.
I think Brooke wants to look after the baby's balloon. And she started saying, do you think she's going to have blonde hair or brown hair? And she's like, oh, she might have no hair, like Daddy. Daddy.
Oh, great, yeah. Her dad's good looks like.
We'll see.
They've come for one last checkup before a planned cesarean in 5 days' time.
I think this baby's waking up, you know. Just starting wriggling.
She's trying to break out.
The Great Escape.
Tummy here. Now the measurements of the stage are not as good because obviously you don't get nice rounded.
No.
You don't have as much space to measure these legs.
Oh, look!
Okay, so she's having a swallow there, can you see?
Yeah. When I had my children, especially my second child, there was an emergency towards the end, and I remember looking at the midwife, just looked at me and spoke to me as if it was just us in the room. And I just thought, wow, what an amazing job to be able to have that.
She's gone to sleep now, look. We've gone peaceful.
Look, it's got my nose.
And your cheeks.
And my cheeks.
Alison and Alan have a special reason for opting for a planned C-section.
I was pregnant. I fell pregnant last year in August. And
We had our 20-week scan just after Christmas. I think it was probably on Boxing Day or something like that. Yeah. Everything was absolutely fine. Between 20 weeks and 21 weeks, I had a bleed and I had to come in. It became quite evident from that point that there was a problem, and spent all of January here.
Right up to the point where we had Lara.
Well, she came out fighting, basically. She was about 1.5 pounds, and they said she was a really big baby for that gestation, but her lungs just weren't big enough to support her.
We just helped Lara until she passed.
Yeah.
It's been a journey, hasn't it?
You're nearly there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, I'm sure you're going to come across a lot of people who have got stories and history and have, you know, been through tough times.
I think when I started, I just thought it was such a rare event. I came to work here, and it's a real eye-opener. And how many women go through that every day?
Never spoke about, is it?
No, because I think people don't know what to say.
Yeah,
I think they just...
And then, quite soon after we'd lost Lyra, we fell pregnant with this baby. It's all very bittersweet. It's difficult, because, but life is bittersweet, I think.
Yeah.
But I just can't wait. It's been a bit of a pregnancy marathon.
I can't imagine the pain that they feel, and to keep going and to, you know, I think that's incredibly courageous. People think of midwifery as a very happy profession. It's a very, you know, it's a joyous moment when the baby comes into the world, but it's not the whole job, is it? Because some people walk out of here without their children. I suppose I'd love to be the midwife that I had, that's totally there for them and cares for them and just has empathy.
Where is the other end of that? Thank you.
In one of the operating theatres, Jill is halfway through removing the tumour from Maldwyn's bowel.
Is that DJ? You know what, have you got a 2.0 PDS, please? Full length.
2.0 PDS.
Reasonably rapidly. Chris is quite rightly pointing out he's bleeding to death.
Jill has removed the tumour, but the operation has taken its toll on Maldwyn.
He's not behaving well under the anaesthetic, despite Dr. Wood's best efforts. So we need some help from our colleagues in intensive care. His heart and lungs haven't responded very well to the general anaesthetic, and his best chance of recovery will be if he gets a place on intensive care. And they will quite rightly say that this is a man with recurrent cancer everywhere, so he's not going to be cured by this. But then my argument is, well, what's the point of me even operating on him then? Has he said no, or maybe?
He's not very keen, given the background, which I think is understandable, and they are stretched. And whether it's in his best interest is another question mark. But I think 24 hours to see if he rallies.
With no tubing. Yeah, no, I'll go and have that chat. He's at risk of dying. This makes me angry.
Jill is concerned about Maldwyn after his long operation and is talking to the team in intensive care about whether they can take him onto the unit or if he will be cared for elsewhere.
So that went really well. I'm ecstatic. He said he took on board all the patient's risks and he'd heard about the patient. He didn't fancy him much, but then when he heard it was me, and I'm usually very sensible, he decided to have the patient, which is excellent.
So your good reputation is...
All my aggression precedes me, but anyway, he's going to have himself. Brilliant. So now I'm happy. I'm now going to phone his wife. We've done his operation and we've finished it just now, and it's sort of mixed, really. I don't know how he'll do. At the moment, he's in the middle, so he's not at death's door, and I would tell you if I thought that was true, but he's not out of the woods either. He's in the middle. OK, so we need to see how he does for the next couple of days. All right, then. Right, nice talking to you. It's a pleasure. OK, bye-bye. Oh. It's very nice. If it's been a difficult decision to actually operate, and if it's not gone the right way, you've got to acknowledge that. People can die having done what we do to them. It's a reality.
Hello, good morning.
I'm Roger. You're
Mac. Yes, that's right. I'll be taking you for your buggy training today.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll be enjoyable.
We hope so.
Have you driven one of these before?
No.
After passing an initial clearance, Roger now has to be trained to use the buggies on the busy corridors.
Obviously, we make sure that the tyres are blown up and that the nuts are not falling off as to speak. Next thing we check on the truck is the horn. Well, in our case, we've got a bell on this truck because the horn is quite loud. Have you any questions on that, Roger?
No, I think you've covered that admirably.
Take your time. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Nice and slow. Okay. Nice and slow.
Am I going too fast?
Yep. Don't forget the bell on the blind corner here. That's it, nice and slow. Just ease off a little bit, not too close to the wall.
No, we're going forward.
Right, full lock. That's it. There you go.
It's going forward.
Yeah, that's it. Nice and slow, nice and slow. That's it. Nice and slow. And don't forget the slow, slow. That's it. Nice and slow. Nice and slow, nice and slow.
Derek, your son's here.
Hello, Dad. You right?
Not bad.
How you going on?
Okay.
Yeah?
Just hours after his stent has been fitted, Derek is almost ready to go home.
And you can't feel nothing?
No, not really. I'll let you know when I start walking.
Get him to get dressed.
Yeah.
And we'll go through do's and don'ts with him.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You definitely need some do's and don'ts.
So long as I can open the eyes and see that ceiling every morning, Derek is happy. That's me.
We'll get you dressed then.
With the lunchtime rush over, Paul is getting a head start on preparing the evening meals.
I've got garnish, which is a parsley that will be going on to certain meals. I wouldn't like the garnish, but some people do like garnishes. I would prefer the gravies and the salad creams and the tomato sauce that we get rather than parsley. I'm like a regimental person. I like things to be in a reasonable order. That's good. Nice sliced, quartered the tomatoes. Yeah, they're in nice quarters, good sized tomato. So that will go on the salads. 4, 5. Oh yeah, 4, 5's just been done. So 4, 6 then. Controlling people is one of the issues, so I make signs up which help people understand what they're doing. That's better. We now need a lemon sponge, so... Let's have a look if we can find a cartoon lemon. We now need a sponge, so... Like a bath sponge, I think. OK. Oh, no. Forgot to print it. Print.
Having completed his training, Roger can now take off the L plates.
It's very much like when you first pass your test and you get into a car and you're on your own. And it feels great because you think, you know, I'm in charge. You're the one that's taking the people about, and it's down to you. If you go down the wrong corridor, it's egg on your face, not other people. There we go. And just make sure you keep your hands inside. We don't want you taking you down to A&E, do we?
Expectant mother Alison was due to have a cesarean in 3 days' time. But she's gone into early labour and has been rushed to hospital to have the operation now.
The thing I'm going to say to you guys is, seriously, there are lots and lots of people in theatre.
Yes.
So concentrate on faces that you know. Janine's going to be helping with the midwife that's in there as well. So literally lots and lots of people. Yeah, don't worry about them, they've all got a job. Right, I'm going to check to see how we're getting on.
All right, thanks.
Cheers.
Some are stronger than others. Some of them I have to just close my eyes and just remember to relax rather than tense up, because I'm like, if you tense, it's just going to make it worse.
Yeah.
So just kind of, I'm not a screamer. I just kind of go quiet.
That's a real strength, you know. Not many people, I think, can do that.
It's less than a year since Alison and Alan's last baby, Lyra, died after being born prematurely.
I just can't wait to see her face.
Bring her in tomorrow. Pick her up. Bring her in.
They feel incredibly anxious, I imagine, and the milestones, the dates that are so significant, they're then always wondering, is it going to happen again? What if?
Can I have a kiss, please? I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. No, I'm waiting. See you there.
You ready for this? Ready to meet your little one?
After going into early labour, Alison has been brought in for a C-section.
Before the baby is born, there's always that little element of what could happen. It is a nervous time, just those few seconds before the baby takes its first breath. There's always that little bit of on tenterhooks about whether it will. Thank you. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay. Yeah. Hello. Hello. It's always that moment where the baby is shown to the couple, and it does take your breath away a bit. The joy on their faces.
Who does she look like then?
She looks like me. Me. And she's got dark hair. I'm over the moon.
Alison and Alan have got through it. And at the end of it, they had this beautiful reward of Seren. Just such a wonderful moment to see that, the three of them together.
My life fulfilled till the end of time.
There you are. You're at your surgical outpatients there.
Roger is 2 hours into his shift on the buggies.
People have been very complimentary. Majority of them have said, nice ride, nice and smooth. You know, I've said, well, you know, unlike the road, we haven't got any potholes. Hi.
Better than being on the bus.
Hi. During the shift, you help so many people.
Oh my gosh, there's shops and all sorts in it. Of course there is.
There you are, you see. We could have got lost on our own.
Yes, we could, yeah.
I feel that I'm part of the care.
Well, you're a smooth driver.
Good. That's what we like to hear.
It's lovely.
You're contributing to these people's welfare.
After spending 3 days in intensive care, Jill's patient Maldwyn is now back on the ward.
Maldwyn, just want to see how you're doing. So I'm going to tell my registrar, Mr. Duncan, that you haven't met about you, if that's OK. But you're a bit chesty still, aren't you?
I am a bit chesty, yeah.
So you've got to keep doing that coughing and sitting straight up.
I'm just going to take it as a same.
Good.
Same, just to
Yeah.
cover him. Yeah.
Keep me gasping away.
They've booked an ITU renal ultrasound, and so he's having it now to check. There won't be any, it'll be normal. So we go down, scan the kidneys, see if they're all OK. I think you lost a lot of fluid because you were in here blocked for so long, so we've just got to keep replacing it.
Yeah.
But we've got to stop you getting too chesty while we do it.
Chest physio as well.
Defo. All right.
Thanks very much for your effort.
It's a pleasure. All right.
OK, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sadly, later that evening, Maldwyn passed away.
Every time something like that happens, a little lump gets knocked off you. You have to have the ability to reflect and look back and see if you would have done anything differently, you know, if it was something you did that caused a negative outcome or if this was inevitable. You know, it's a really difficult thing to have to cope with.
Being part of a hospital, you do see all sides of life. You know, some people will have good experiences, and some people will unfortunately have sad experiences. Life is made up of all these things.
Hello, can I come in? Hello, you okay? Hello, how are you? Ham salad for Mummy. Hey? And she's got a nice lemon sponge.
Usually time is a great healer, and they can look back then and see that the bad experiences have gone, and now the good experiences are there.
It does give you hope to see how people can be so strong in the worst situations. It's amazing. It makes you appreciate what you've got and that you should live life to the full with the ones that you love.
When you're going through something bad, it's really important that you remember all the good bits, and we never remember the good bits. When you can tell somebody that you got all the cancer away, or their pain stops, or they were terrified and you make it better.
I've seen in my travels around the hospital so many people that genuinely feel for people that are ill. I don't think it matters whether you're being paid a fantastic amount or whether you're, like me, a volunteer that's doing it for nothing. You're contributing to these people's welfare. Long may it last.